Hey friends, welcome back to Homeschool-ology. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4. I've got an 8th grader, a 4th grader, a kindergartner, and a pre-K kinder. She's 4. She just really loves doing school. On this channel, I usually talk to you guys about secular homeschooling, but I also like to share about having a larger family and traveling with a larger family and just kind of like our day-to-day lives and motherhood and the life of a work from home ish kind of mom who also homeschools. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing interactive notebooks with you guys. So I may or may not have done a video on this before. If I have, I'll link it. But I can't remember. It's been an idea that I've had, but I found something new for interactive notebooking and I wanted to share. So even if this is a kind of a little bit of a repeat video, it was something I wanted to share with you guys. And so I'm going to share it with you. So before we go any further, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. And let's dive into what I found. So I found these 5-star by Need notebooks that are interactive notebook, like meant specifically for interactive notebooking. They're not terribly expensive. I'm going to link them down below. We bought a bundle because we're doing it with another group. So we bought, we have 5 kiddos who were doing it and they came in a bundle of 5, so we just went ahead and bought I think it came in a bundle of 6. I'll link it down below. But they were like, when you broke it down, they were only like maybe $3 or $4 a piece, which isn't that much more than a normal notebook. So I thought that was really great. But it has on here a place for them to put their name, their subject, and the teacher, but of course we won't be doing that. So my kids haven't chosen, they all have a different color, so they know what colors theirs. They haven't chosen to write on that yet. But here's what I love. In the front here, there's this page that's like pockets. So there's one big pocket here. I know it's kind of hard for you to see. Maybe if I can do it like that, you can see that it's pockets that actually like close. Like they have a thing that goes inside. It's pretty, seems like pretty sturdy plastic. But what I love is that they can keep bits and pieces in here that we aren't ready to put in the book yet or aren't ready to use yet. And then they have a table of contents page, which I think is great because a lot of, like when you're doing an interactive notebook, you're supposed to put a table of contents on the beginning. And so I love that this is already here for you so that you don't have to actually make this. But then on each page, there is this little page number box at the bottom, which I think is great because then they can write in what page it is and then fill in their table of contents. We haven't exactly we've only done a couple of things so far. So we are doing Curiosity Chronicles, and this is their interactive notebook pages. And so we just started putting these in here. But as you can see, an interactive notebook, so this one comes with a table of contents, and I had them put it in there, but we didn't need to because that's the thing in the beginning. But anyways, an interactive notebook is things that have like flaps and pockets, and this one was supposed to be a fold out, but they decided to do it as like a little book, which I think is super cute. And since we haven't really gotten that far yet, I'm gonna show you some examples of some other ones. But what I really wanted to share with you, what's new information, is my discovery of these, and I think these are so fun and so great. And then I think in the back there's even a page that says reference for like periodic tables or multiplication tables or glossary of terms, and it's like a page that folds out, so you could, like, if you had like a big spread or something that we're going to use a lot, like making your own periodic table. I thought that was so fun, and I'm just like, it wasn't that much more expensive, and I think it's really going to be a useful tool for us because we do really like interactive notebooks. So I'm going to show you kind of some versions that I've done in the past so this one was my daughter's, and these I got is just a wide world notebook. I think this one's from Office Depot, but it could also be from Target because I wait for the back to school sales to be over and then I go. And then I've gotten spiral notebooks for literally a penny at Office Depot before, like 1 penny a piece. So I bought like 50 of them and I spent what is that, like 50 cents on 50 notebooks. That deal I've only ever seen one time, and they must have really wanted them gone. Normally I see them for like 50 cents or 75 cents or even $1 is still a really, really good deal. So that's what kind of when I will save up. The reason I bought so many back then was because I do co-ops, and this was actually a co-op class. This one that I'm going to show you, it was a co-op class, and so I provided the notebooks. When they're a penny, why not, right? So anyways, in this one we put a pocket in the front to put things that we were still working on, which is why I think this is so great to have that pocket already built in. And then now this one is not filled in very much, and it's my daughter, I think when she did this class, she wasn't old enough for the class. Like, I did the class with my daughter, and this was her just kind of like being in class, so it's not really like complete or anything. But as you can see, it's just things that we like taped in, and then there's little tabs that you can fold out, and there's supposed to be things written underneath there, but there's all these tabs. Again, she was a child, so these are not filled out, but you can see like this was a cut and paste activity that we did in here, and then these were definitions, and they were supposed to like color them, but it says, this is what density is. And my kids just really love these. So we did a lab, and then we made a pocket to put the lab worksheet in, so it's all held together in here. This was a really fun class. It was all about matter is what I had called it. But then you can get these little these were little fold outs that had protons, neutrons, and electrons. And so we folded it out, and it put all the information into it. So where did I find all these little things? I did make a couple of things here and there, but mostly they came from Teacher Pay Teachers. There are tons of them on there. Please excuse the static image. I wanted to try to explain something a little bit better here rather than what I explained in the video that just really didn't make much sense. So what I was saying in the video was that there are many options available. You can sometimes even find things online by doing a simple Google search for interactive notebooks on whatever topic you're looking for. But there used to be a website that had a bunch of Lapbooking, which is similar to interactive notebooking, and I'm going to talk about that here in the video in just a minute. But that website is no longer available as far as I can see, so I didn't want to confuse anybody with any of that chatter. But I found Teacher Pay Teachers is the best place to find things. You can either call it interactive notebooking or Lapbooking when you're doing your Google search. Either one of them will work. Lapbooks, and they did a lot of Lapbooks, and this was one that I made, and then we never did it, but where you like glue together all the a bunch of file folders, like you fold them and then glue them all together to make like a big thing. My daughter loved this when she was really little, and so we've made a couple of those, but now I find it's just easier to do the interactive notebooks. And even if you find the Lapbook materials, you can do it interactive notebook style, which is great. But so in this one I did have a periodic table that opened up, and so anyways, back to what I was saying. I found a lot of those on Teacher Pay Teachers. They're pretty inexpensive. You can also find blank templates on Teacher Pay Teachers so that you can make your own things if you can't find something that you're looking for. So we really love these. This year I did the All About Matter class again, but I went because I have the spiral notebook, the spiral binding machine, which I have a video right here on. I went ahead and made them just like these little books, and I had some sheets that were already printed off. Like I had this sheet that was already printed off here, and then we added in all the interactive. So some of these are the same, and some of these are new things that I found, but cuts and pastes. This was a really fun activity where you I laminated this and then glued it in, and you get nerds, and you build different atomic different kinds of atoms. So that's a really fun activity I found on Teacher Pay Teachers. I'll try to link it if I remember. But and then pockets, utilizing pockets to keep things in, is just this. it's just a really fun way of like keeping notes and doing activities. And then these are perfect for your portfolio at the end of the year when you're ready for your portfolio review. You don't have to get anything together because it's already together. So I really love interactive notebooking. We do it a lot. I do it more so like in my co-op classes and stuff, but we are doing it this year for our history/science. I'm putting everything in here. If I wanted to separate things, like I could do a history and then a science tab on here, which I may or may not end up doing. But I just thought these were so cool, and it's got the nice like plastic cover on the front, so it's not going to get all torn up and messed up. And the paper quality, which you guys know is important to me, it's not as good as like a school nest notebook. It's probably regular like printer paper, but it's better than, I guess it's like between like regular notebook paper, like lined notebook, loose leaf notebook paper for 3-ring binders, and a regular piece of printer paper. Like I kind of feel like it's like between the two. So it's a little bit thicker than like regular notebook paper, but not what I would really want it to be, which would be 24 weight. But the benefit of that, of it being stronger than just a regular notebook, you know, just regular paper, is that when you're gluing all these things on, the paper is going to hold up much better than even this. But just a regular notebook works for interactive notebooking. It works just fine. So that is my little spiel on interactive notebooks. If you do them, I'd love to hear anything that you found that you love down in the comments. If you have any questions about them, like I said, I'm going to be trying to link as many of the resources that I found on Teacher Pay Teachers, and this I'll be linking down below because I just thought these were the greatest. And even though we've just started using them already, I'm in love. I know I'll be ordering them again, and they were pretty reasonable. To buy like a 6-pack wasn't very much money. So I think that's it for me today. I hope you will come back and chat with me again soon. Don't forget, you can always follow us over on Instagram at Homeschool-ology. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell, and come back and chat with me again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.